Hey, Ole.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
I'm great.
Yeah.
I saw your video on the S23.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, some
Yeah.
great photos.
Thank you.
How do you like it?
I think it's a very cool phone.
Yeah, it is.
Lots
But
of capabilities.
You
with-
didn't touch on the video aspect though.
No, I didn't. Just a tad. Just not really a full dedicated.
Yeah, I thought why not meet up here, and do a comparison between that and the FX6.
That sounds like a cool idea.
And oh, by the way, I brought something.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I don't know if you see it.
Could it be this one?
Yeah. Ram TRX 700 horsepower. I don't know about you, but there's not many things that beats the sound of a V8. We're using Olle's car to kind of like highlight the big truck. I don't know about you, but that looks pretty easy. I almost froze my ass off yesterday. It is incredibly cold today as well, but yesterday was a little bit too dark, and I don't know about you, but the FX6 dynamic range, I thought it looked better than the S23. Drop a comment, your opinion. Now we're gonna try to capture some interior shots. I'm gonna try to use close-up shots and sort of like a little bit of details. We wanna have the logo of the TRX, we wanna have the Dodge logo, or Ram logo. Sorry, it's not Dodge anymore. Then we're gonna move over to the FX6, see which kind of camera that makes it look the best, and then we're going to talk a little bit about why the result came out the way it did. I call this the crouching swan. Let's bring out the big guns! FX6. One of the best things with a camera like this is that we have the possibility to change the lenses. So I can use whatever kind of lens that I want in my arsenal. This is a macro lens. I like it a whole lot. And it's gonna allow us to capture some really intense details. And the good thing with the FX6 is that you have built-in ND filters and a dual base ISO, which basically means that when it gets too dark, you can bump the ISO to a higher level and the image is going to be brighter again. So I'm going to try to do the same shots that we just did. Ole,
Yep.
how's your phone doing?
It's doing well in my pocket here. Keeping me warm.
What do you think? What cinema camera versus S23? What was your expectation?
From the beginning, a cinema camera for how much?
$7,000 and maybe a lens for like another $3,000.
Yeah.
That's like a $10,000 camera setup.
To be honest, I'm very surprised how the quality of like the phone footage actually look. That we've come this far and 2023 that if I ask my mom, she can probably not tell the difference.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. I think that the cinema camera with the correct lens and shooting it in the right way, I mean, it's unbeatable when you compare the two. But what I think is very cool is that the footage that's coming out of that phone, hands down, you can make a movie with that.
Yeah,
It looks incredibly good. I am actually impressed because I didn't think it would come that close as the cinema camera looks, but it does.
Yeah, I agree. It's in the right lighting conditions. It looks very, very good. But as soon as, like, now it's pretty dull. The sensor is like...
Yeah, I mean, like when
So
you
it's
compare
not
the
really-
two sensors, I think that is the biggest difference because, you know, a full frame sensor this big and then camera sensor in the phone is like my pinky finger nail. I think it looked good.
Yeah.
I think it looked cool. And you can definitely get some nice shot if you have the setting for it. You gotta set it up. You gotta make sure that you have the right light and the right framing and the right ISO together with the shutter and everything that is correct. Because if you just want to shoot a commercial with the phone, you gotta plan for it. You know, I was watching your video where you shot like wildlife with this phone.
Yeah.
And that amazed me of how much the AI can help and make it look better, and how the photos came out very good. If you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend you head over and check it out. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to Olle, do it right now. He has a great video on this S23. The main reason that we did this comparison is because we just wanted to see how far technology has come and how cool it is to be able to have something like this in your pocket.
And that is something worth mentioning. With the AI is a big part of the footage from this thing, like the processing after you've shot it. That's the difference from a cinema camera. You can capture raw footage and then you do everything by yourself, and you probably don't have to do as much because they have to compensate for a really small sensor.
Yeah, and I mean, like when you have a camera like this, you have everything from the get-go. You boot up the camera, you start it, and then you start shooting. With the cinema camera, there's a steep learning curve that you have to go through in order to be able to use it.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool. Thank you so much for coming up here. I have no idea why I'm standing without a mössa on my head because I'm freezing like a...
Just want to say a quick thing. Peter's FX6 can't make a phone call. This can't, just saying.
Vad sa han?
Jävlar vad rädd jag blev.